So we kind of get the full account this week of this long Marian reading in the beginning of Luke. In the Immaculate Conception, we had the first section of this where the angel Gabriel came and announced to Mary that she would conceive and bear a son by the overshadowing of the Holy Spirit, and his name would be Jesus, and he'd be awesome. And then the angel tells her that Elizabeth has been with child, and then he departs. And so here we are today, interestingly enough, sort of at the end of celebrating sort of the culmination of Mary's life, getting the second part of this reading where Elizabeth recognizes by the testimony of John, as will be the case for many Jews, the presence of the Messiah. In the Immaculate Conception, we celebrate Mary as being conceived in an immaculate way, by an outpouring of prevenient grace, that is anticipated grace of the fruits of the cross that are going to happen by Jesus. And here in the Our Lady of Guadalupe, we celebrate sort of the glorified, powerful, queenly Mother Mary, who, having traversed with her Son, the Christ, the new Adam, having traversed her time as the new Eve, now sort of enters in after the ascension and the coronation of the Blessed Virgin Mary, ascends to her glory in heaven. And now we kind of see Mary, Our Lady of Guadalupe, turning back around, coming back to assist her children who still wander through the valley of the shadow of darkness, right? Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, our life, our sweetness, and our hope. To thee do we cry, poor banished children of Eve. To thee do we send up our sighs, mourning and weeping in this valley of tears. Right? And so we still struggling, still striving to accomplish in our lives what she accomplished so perfectly in hers. She comes to our aid, not only to give testimony of her splendor and glory in the tilma of Juan Diego, to say that's what we hope for. That's what we're trying to do. We're living our life to be like her, but also in an active intercession on our behalf, that she actually intercedes in our lives, just like many of us have interceded for the benefit of those sitting next to us in a positive way. We see that there's a need, and we go to help. We spend our time, we spend our money, we spend our attention, we spend our affections on those we love. So Mary does the same thing. And she's able to do it for each one of us to a greater degree than anybody in this room can do for anybody else, because she's that. I mean, come on. She's clothed with stars, or she's clothed with the sun, rather, and she's got stars for a crown. I mean, what can't she do? And when we understand not only the power of the Blessed Virgin Mary, she was able to convert the entire lower half of a continent by showing up and saying, hey, quit tearing each other's hearts out and kicking each other down pyramids. Believe in my son Jesus, who is the true Son. You worship the Son, S-U-N. I have come to show you that you're not totally wrong. You do need to worship the Son, but the S-O-N, the Son of God, Jesus, my Son, whom I come to you, to this faraway land, to proclaim to you to worship him, right? She has that much attention to detail. She works on these global scales, but with such attention to detail, the same attention to detail as the mother who was at the wedding who said, son, they're out of wine. She's just like, okay, but Mom, if I do this thing, then we're both gonna die. I'm gonna go die, and your heart too is gonna be pierced by a lance. She says, yeah, but they need it. She's like, but they need it, so let's do it. Right? And so for that level of intercession, that level of selflessness, that level of gift, even not only of herself, but of her son, whom I'm sure every mother, I can imagine, and I'm sure every mother would testify, they love their son more than they love themselves. So Mary's willingness to give her son up to this wedding party just so they can have more wine kind of shows you the degree to which Mary is going to be interested in your life. In your life. In a particular way. And she's interested in the happenings of nations and of the spinning of the globe, but she's also interested in your life and helping you. And in what way? As a mother. who's queen of heaven. It just doesn't, it only gets better than that because of Jesus. Right? So celebrating Our Lady of Guadalupe today is not a small thing. Our Lady of Guadalupe is really a testimony. She is the lived, experienced, actual, real, hey, I showed up to show you this is what you're striving for. And while you strive for it, I'm here as a mother to help you in all the biggest ways and in all the smallest ways of your life. Trust me on that.